Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're setting our sights on Canada. Big country, lots to talk about.
It really is. And we've been looking at this interesting source. It was actually a podcast for English learners thinking about visiting Canada.
Right. So, our mission here is to kind of pull out the key info, the important words, maybe some fun facts, just so you get a good feel for it.
Yeah, leave you feeling informed, maybe even a little bit curious about a potential trip.
Okay, let's dive in. Canada. It's huge, isn't it?
That's the first thing that often surprises people. It's actually the second largest country in the world by area.
Wow. That size hints at, well, incredible nature, which is one of the big things Canada's known for.
Definitely. Stunning nature is one. Then you've got maple syrup, of course.
Can't forget maple
Yeah,
syrup.
yeah.
And the people, famously polite, right?
That's the third one often mentioned. Nature, maple syrup, polite people.
Yeah.
Kind of the iconic Canadian trio for many.
So that's stunning nature. It's more than just nice views given the size. We're talking vast forests, mountains, lakes, coastlines, everything.
Exactly. A huge variety. And the maple syrup thing, it's genuinely Canadian, tied to their history, the trees. It's quite unique.
And the politeness. Maybe a stereotype sometimes, but it does suggest a welcoming vibe for tourists.
It often translates to good service and just generally respectful interactions, which visitors tend to pick up on. And interestingly, the source we looked at actually pointed out nature, maple syrup, and polite as keywords to know.
Oh, right. They even had listeners repeat them. Sort of foundational vocabulary if you're interested in Canada.
Precisely. Good starting point.
Okay, so if someone is thinking of visiting this huge country, where do you even start? The source highlighted 3 spots.
Yeah, 3 really iconic, must-see kind of places that give you a taste of different things Canada offers.
First up, Niagara Falls, often called the world's most famous waterfalls. Hard to argue with that title.
It really is spectacular, the sheer power. And waterfall itself, that's a key word, obviously. This means water dropping vertically. Niagara is just a massive example.
A very, very massive example. Okay, then there's Banff National Park. This one's about breathtaking mountains and lakes.
Think majestic, snow-covered peaks, those incredibly blue or turquoise lakes. It's classic Canadian Rockies scenery.
And mountain is the word there, a large natural landform rising high above its surroundings. Banff is full of them.
Absolutely. Stunning mountain landscapes.
And the third one takes us to the city, the CN Tower in Toronto. It's billed as one of the tallest towers on Earth.
Yeah, a real feat of engineering.
Yeah.
And tower here means a tall, freestanding structure. The CN Tower gives you these amazing views over Toronto and Lake Ontario.
So you've got the power of nature with the waterfall, the beauty of the mountains, and then this modern urban tower. Quite a range.
Definitely covers different aspects.
Right, now thinking practically, if you're actually there. What about essential phrases, things you might actually need to say?
Always useful to have a few basics. Helps you feel a bit more comfortable navigating.
For sure. The source gave 3 good ones. First, where is the nearest hotel? Pretty crucial when you arrive somewhere new.
Absolutely fundamental. Hotel, obviously, for lodging. A direct way to ask for help finding accommodation.
Then, how much is the souvenir? Because, you might want to buy something to remember the trip. Helps with budgeting, too.
Yep. A souvenir being that little keepsake. Knowing how to ask the price is key for any shopping.
And the third one, can you recommend a restaurant? Always good to try the local food.
Oh, definitely. Asking locals for a restaurant recommendation is a great way to find hidden gems, maybe something beyond the main tourist spots. It shows interest, too.
Yeah, good point. And didn't the source have like a little role play thing for these?
It did, yeah. Just a quick example to show how you might use those phrases in a real situation. Helps make it more concrete for learners.
Makes sense. Helps you picture yourself actually saying it. Yeah. Okay, let's do a quick knowledge check. Just a couple of questions based on what we've talked about, drawing from that source material.
Good idea. Reinforces the main points.
First one, Canada's famous sweet sticky stuff. What's it called? Is it A, honey, B, maple syrup, or C, corn syrup?
That should be an easy one. It's B, maple syrup, the iconic Canadian treat.
Exactly, maple syrup it is. Okay, second question. That huge tower we mentioned, the CN Tower. Which city is it in? A, Vancouver, B, Toronto, or C, Montreal?
And that one is B, Toronto. The CN Tower is a defining feature of the Toronto skyline.
Perfect. So if you want to see that tower, Toronto's your destination.
That's the one.
Right then. So, wrapping up our deep dive on Canadian tourism based on this source, we've covered some key facts like Canada's size, its connection to nature, maple syrup politeness.
Mm-hmm. And those must-see spots,
Yeah.
Niagara Falls, Banff National Park, the CN Tower. We touched on the vocabulary too, waterfall, mountain, tower.
And those practical phrases for hotels, souvenirs, restaurants, hopefully that gives you a solid starting point if Canada's on your mind.
Yeah, it's a good foundation whether you're seriously planning a trip or just curious about the country.
So that leaves us with maybe one final thought for you, the listener. We've talked about these three really different iconic places. The power of Niagara Falls, the sheer beauty of Banff, the height of the CN Tower. Which one of those right now sparks the most interest for you?
It's interesting to think about what draws you in more, the natural wonder, the mountain serenity, or the urban landmark.
Maybe take a moment after this, look up some pictures or videos, see which one really grabs you. Canada's definitely got a lot to explore.